What is up, guys? This is KonntiK once again, bringing you another League of Legends video. This time I'm going to be doing Swain. I'm not exactly going to be doing a tutorial like I did with Kassadin, but I will be talking about the gameplay more towards the end. And sorry about this long load footage. I just needed a longer video because what happened was Fraps didn't record all of the video for some strange reason. This is really frustrating when it does this because editing can be a nightmare. It can take you a half hour and you haven't accomplished anything. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about gameplay towards the end, but for the bulk of this video I'm going to be talking about Game of the Year. As most of you know, or some of you know, last night were the IGAs, the Inside Gaming Awards, which is Machinima's, award show for video games. And they awarded Game of the Year to The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. You can ask anyone that knows me, I have completely lost my life to this game. Skyrim is, as I heard a comparison from a few people from XPlay, they said it's like a Christmas present that you open for hundreds of hours. Sorry for this lag here, I don't know what happened, so I'm just going to cut to this part where it gets a bit more exciting. Not really, but you know what I mean. They awarded it to Skyrim because they thought it was worthy of Game of the Year, and I think it is too. It is what a lot of people don't realize is that my friend has even told me this, that he said that Batman Arkham City, which is the best contender for Game of the Year without counting Skyrim, they thought that he thought it was way too short, and you are not going to have that problem with Skyrim. I can guarantee you. You can spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours on this game. I know people that have already spent 250 hours on the game. They got it, obviously midnight release. They have just lost their life completely to this game, and there's a good reason for it, and I'm going to list them out. So first of all, the narratives. Narratives are amazing. Some of the guild storylines, if you don't know the guilds, you can do them for side quests. They're really, really fun. And sorry, someone just banged on my door. I don't know what's happening. And sorry if you can hear the air conditioning, by the way. I don't control that. And so the narratives for the guild storylines, they could have been the main storylines or better for worse RPGs. They honestly really could have, and they still would have been good RPGs. But the thing is, because Skyrim is so filled with content that it's just unbelievable how much content there is. I've already played I stated on my Let's Play that I had a character on a Xbox, and for my Let's Play I've been trying to sort of act like a noob a little bit. I think it's working out just fine, but I have a character that's level 48 now. As of now, it's level 48, so I do know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about Skyrim. I've played around 95 hours, I believe, and just because I'm on such like a writer's, or like a speaker's block right now, I'm gonna be talking about the gameplay a little bit. So Swain, he is a really, really good champion because a lot like Kassadin, he's good at jumping. But the difference from Kassadin and him is that one, Swain doesn't obviously he doesn't have a teleport, and I think he has a bit more damage, like channeled damage, I guess you could call it, with his ultimate and all. But he's really, really good at jumping, and he has a lot more utility with his root, Nevermore, and his slow Decrepify. But still, you always want to have exhaust. Right now I'm using teleport just because he's so good at jumping that you can't go wrong with teleport. Right here I'm trying to get behind Annie so I can get more damage done, and it works out. But the problem with his ult is that it just drains so much mana that it's just pretty ridiculous. So yeah, this kind of gets boring now. So back to Skyrim. The combat for Skyrim is unbelievable. Some of the best combat I've ever seen. I love all the combat styles. You can be full on magic and wear like light armor. and you know, just be like moving around all the place, or you can be magic in heavy armor and you can just be a total tank. There's conjuration, which I think is the best class ever made ever. It's just awesome. I have the spell Conjure DieMoreLord. It is unbelievably amazing. It helps so much. I can summon an army now because I have level 100 conjuration. What I can do is I can summon 2 DieMoreLords, which I usually don't do. I usually do like a Storm Atronach and a Frost Atronach to balance out melee and range. Or sorry, a Flame Atronach and a Frost Atronach balance out melee and range. So you get 2 sort of tanky people. And then I do Call of Valor Shout, which you get through the main storyline. I'm not going to go into detail, but anyone who knows about it will know what it is. And I do Summon Spectral Assassin, which I believe you get from the Dark Brotherhood quest line, which is very good. So 2 Atronachs, I think I'm saying that right. Is that Atronachs or Atronachs? I don't know. Sorry, but and then Call of Valor, and then I have the Summon Spectral Assassin, and then I have like a companion or someone from the College of Winterhold following me. It's unbelievable. I don't even have to play the game anymore. It's just like that amazing. But also the melee combat is really good. I don't fiddle around with power attacks too much just because I don't feel the need to. If I do power attacks, I'll usually quickly switch out like from a sword and a shield or a sword and an axe to 2 swords or 2 axes and hold them both down, so I'd like burst the people down, just get them down real quick and easy. But it's there are obviously faults within the game. There's honestly not that many. I know I'm trying to like glamorize the game a lot, but there's really not that many. The only thing, which is the case in all Bethesda games, are the bugs. And to be honest, the bugs can be from hilarious as, you know, falling mammoths from the sky to annoying as broken quest lines that you can't complete anymore. And the broken questline one, I went to a dungeon and there was this lady in the front. She was half dressed for some reason, and she wanted there was supposedly an Elder Scroll in the dungeon, but at the end of the dungeon, I was using Fireball at the time, and so I accidentally hit her. She didn't attack me, but what she did was she just kind of sat there. She didn't do anything after the boss died. I'd found the sealed scroll, or the supposed Elder Scroll, and she just sat there. So I killed her, and I tried loading it again. I killed her just for fun, you know. And I loaded it again right before, and it did the exact same thing again, and I made sure not to hit her because I was just using melee weapons. I didn't even conjure anything that might have hit her on the side. So that's really annoying. And what's worse than that is I can't remove the freaking scroll out of my inventory because it's a quest item. What I think you should do is when you fail the quest, or something like that, or you when you pretty much when you fail the quest, all quest items that are in your inventory should be deleted or able to be sold, something like that. That would work out. And another thing that kind of bugs me about the game is that a lot of people say that it needs co-ops. It does not need co-op. I don't care what you say, it does not need co-op. You can want co-op in a game like that, but it does not need co-op. The thing is designed to be a single-player game. And the problem with it being a co-op game is that it's designed to be a single-player game. And another thing is that, like, if it were to be a co-op game, you could either have a versus mode or a co-op mode. The problem with that is it's such a big game that the load times would be absolutely ridiculous, and they're obtrusive enough, to be honest. And it's just so chock full of content that you don't need the co-op at all. Like, people say, oh, but I want to play with friends. Like, yeah, that's great that you want to play with friends, but there are other games for that. If you want to buy Skyrim, you don't buy it to play it with friends, you buy it to have the game of the year. Sorry guys, but unfortunately the game is almost over. I have about 10 seconds left. I told you the fraps didn't record, that's all frustrating and all. But thank you for watching. If you could leave a like, I would love you, and you know, okay, bye. Bye bye.